Never stop learning, never stop improving. They are goals of the Starliner program and a Boeing standard.
On launch day, my head will probably be, hey, we're rooting for you, team. Get up there, let's get the job done, let's get home safely. And oh, by the way, what do we need to work on for next time?
Boeing space advisor Chris Ferguson, or Fergie, a former shuttle commander and pilot, holds a unique perspective on Starliner that started back in 2011 when the shuttle program was winding down.
After serving the world for over 30 years, the space shuttle turned its place in history and it's come to a final stop.
And I still remember constructing little cutout 3D models of what the interior of our vehicle would someday look like.
Fergie and Starliner's early innovators carried it from paper to prototype.
It's been very rewarding to see it go full circle from an idea to a full-up, ready-to-fly spacecraft.
But the start of NASA's Commercial Crew program came with a massive responsibility for Boeing. It took real visionaries to bring together what worked well with shuttle and what would be needed for the future of space exploration.
It's like throwing a pass to a receiver on a football field. You have to throw the ball to where the receiver's going to be.
And in their minds, that target involved a two-pronged approach, both autonomy and a backup hands-on option.
So let's talk about autonomy first. That really means that the spacecraft does everything that it's supposed to do with limited or no human intervention.
Which Starliner accomplished when it docked to the International Space Station during Orbital Flight Test 2. But what's the real advantage of autonomy? Astronauts can spend more time training for their ultimate mission on the space station and less time learning to fly.
To train a skilled astronaut takes a long time. And, years, a couple years before you've really sort of mastered all the possibilities for which you would have to be prepared for.
But automated systems follow a script or command from the ground. And sometimes events arise in space with no time to spare.
Anything could come up. You would have to maneuver the vehicle to avoid what's a projected conjunction, right? A piece of micrometeoroid in about 4 orbits, because we track all this stuff out there. They say, hey, there's something out there. You can't continue on your autonomous route. You're going to have to do something to move out of the way.
So, Boeing created Starliner with a backup mode in mind, a hand controller like most test pilots are used to.
Being able to take command of the ship and fly it manually is a feature that the Starliner offers that the crew is very much interested in and tests very thoroughly. That interface allows them to take over from autonomous flight control in case of an issue.
In this professional astronaut spacecraft, the crew can physically maneuver Starliner out of any unplanned situation.
I think we've sort of navigated that narrow path between doing what the customer wants us to do, reduce the workload and the training necessity for astronauts, but at the same time, still providing some capability for manual takeover, manual flight, manual backup.
And our crew will test that capability during this flight test. They will perform tasks that can't be done on the ground to make sure the manual flight works as intended.
There comes a time where you say, I've looked everywhere I need to look, now it's time to go fly.